was like one of those.
But yeah, man. We let's go to the discussion we had before camera, man. I think we had a great topic earlier that I really want to get on camera before we get out of here. We were talking about who would take the bigger blame if the fight didn't happen. If say Charles my damn brain. Say Bud and Spence fight does not happen. Say Bud turns down the contract. We was having a discussion basically saying who would take the blame in the public opinion. We know public opinion is split between the mainstream media and the real boxing media. We know the main boxing media, we will be split. It depends on who you're more a fan of. You're gonna have a pro Spence, you're gonna have a pro Crawford. That is split down the middle. So our debate is who in the public eye, in the mainstream casual ESPN world, who would take the blame for if that fight did not happen? Would it be Terrence Crawford or would it be Bud or would it be Errol Spence, and why?
Okay, yeah, it depends on what comes out. Like if it's true and if Terrence Crawford can confirm, because I'm the type of person I want to hear from both sides. So if Terrence Crawford come out and say, yeah, they offered me 50%, I wanted 50% and they offered me 40, 45 or 40, somewhere in that range. He said, no, I ain't want to take it. Then I think the media will probably bash him a little bit more. But I think if he get lowballed, and I said lowballed is like 40, 42, 39, 38%, but I don't think will happen. I think that Spence is going to get killed in the media. But like you said, it also depends on what PBC put out there. If PBC, you got to think, Crawford don't got a machine behind him right now. He don't have Top Rank behind him. He don't have a major management team behind him. PBC is a machine, is a corporation, a company that can push out narratives to swing the way they want it to swing. So they can actually put out stuff into the media way easier than Terrence Crawford can, putting out something on Twitter and saying that he didn't feel the deal was right. So he going against a machine and a corporation rather than him just trying to come out himself. So PBC gonna have the advantage of kind of putting it out there and shaming him as not taking the deal and asking for too much money. But in my opinion, overall, I think Spence gonna take more of the blame, because I think leading up to the fight, he caught more of the blame, because I think people kept saying he was taking the easy route and that he was ducking him, and I think the mainstream media was giving Spence hell for not calling him out when he told people the whole time that he wanted to get the belts on his side, take care of PBC, and then fight Terrence Crawford last. And after he did that, he called him on the ring and said, I want Terrence Crawford, and I'm going to come to take your fucking belt, which he said he was going to do. But for that 2.5, 3 years, and now don't get it wrong, it got slowed down because of a car accident and because of his eye injury. But if you take that out, a lot of the media was killing Spence, saying that he was ducking Crawford. So I think it's going to continue to be the same unless it comes out that PBC really, really lowball Terrence Crawford.
I agree with some of that, but I disagree with a lot of that. I think the public opinion, I don't think they were saying that Earl was ducking Crawford. I think the shoe was on the other foot because Earl had the better competition. Whenever mainstream media was trying to push that narrative that, Bud is ducking, not Bud, but Earl is ducking Terrence Crawford, who's the pound for pound great, Earl will come over to fight with Danny Garcia. And then that forces Bud to go fight somebody like a Mean Machine. And then the narrative will start again in the mainstream media. Oh, Terrence Crawford destroyed Mean Machine, Earl is ducking him. Then Earl come out with a Sean Porter fight. So he had the better competition to pretty much null and void whatever the mainstream media tried to do when it comes to blaming him for the fight. I honestly think in this situation, since it has come out now, the last couple of years, the fan base has been arguing. Even though I don't want to talk about the money here on PBC on CTP, it's been a topic of conversation for the last 2 years. It's been a topic of conversation between fan bases, and it seems that most of the world feel that it's. When I can say most of the world, a lot of the world feel that especially now that Earl has all three belts. He has 3 belts and all but one. That really, Crawford has nothing to hang his hat on. He has nothing to really bargain himself with other than pay-per-view numbers, which he can't match that either because, like I said, Earl had the better fights. He had the better events. So Crawford has to take less money. Now, in my opinion, this is what the part I agree with you with. If it comes out that Bud was given a sweet deal, he was given a 40-40, a 40-50, that's not 40-50, a 40-60 split, 50-50 split. and it's going to be on neutral ground. They're going to fight in Vegas and not Dallas. You know, give him all that stuff. Rematch clause if you lose. Give him all that stuff. And then it comes out that he turned the fight down for something dumb. Then most definitely Crawford would take the fall for that. You got everything under the sun. The man got 3 belts. The man just had a fight with Ugas who did decent numbers. What are you running for? But if it comes out that he gave him like a Devin Haney Kambosos contract, saying that, yeah, I have all the belts. You have to fight me in Dallas. You have to fight me twice in Dallas if you beat me. You have to give me an option for a 3rd fight. You have to then take 80-20 of the split. If it comes out like some bullshit like that, then most definitely Earl will get buried. I think Earl will get buried by his own fan base if that was the case, seeing how most of Earl fan bases are Devin Haney fan bases. And if they don't, you know what I'm saying, bash Earl for that, then, you know, I'm gonna start calling hypocrites. I'm gonna start calling hypocrites a lot, because Earl has an upper hand. When you have the upper hand, of course, you make the offer. So it's up to Bud to either counter offer with something that he feels that could be respected, or accept. So like I said, man, it all depends on who your fan base is. Some people will blame Crawford, some people will blame Earl. When that contract comes out, which I'm pretty sure PBC will drop that contract because they're known to do so, then we'll see who actually is to blame. I mean, anything else you want to add to this topic?
No, I just want to say that this is a hypothetical debate,
Yeah,
and we hope it stays like that, and that we never even have to entertain this anymore, and that when we actually talk about this fight later on, that the fight is pretty much made. So, you know, we're gonna keep it positive.
Yeah, we try to keep it positive, man. But you know how these fan bases do, man. You gotta kind of feed into them a little bit, because like I told you behind the scenes, I'm a Crawford fan, but I don't really follow a lot of pro Crawford channels. Maybe I need to start peeping in on them just to see what kind of casual people are on Crawford's side. I don't know a lot of casual Crawford talking points. I know a lot of casual Spence talking points, because a lot of the people I follow, I can give a quick shout outs of them, like a lot of the people like Ego and Champside and Black Fight Fan, LDBC. Shout out to all of those guys, because that's who I grew up on boxing media following. So, but a lot of those guys are, of course, pro Spence. Me being a Crawford fan, I hear all of the casual Spence talking points. So I try to get ahead of them. Same thing with you. You have a couple Crawford fan pages that you see, and you come to me with like, yo, your casual fan base is saying this, and we both laugh it off like they casuals. Let casuals be casuals, and we keep it real here at CTB, man. Give y'all the real boxing news, man, for real. But with that being said, man, this is your favorite channel, man. This is CTB, Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Say peace to him, man.
All right, everybody. Remember to please hit the like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Comment. Let's keep this channel going. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing. But most of all, God, peace, and love, and we out of here. Take care.